Hello, my name is Muhammad Sharif. I was here on the 11th of September following a falsely arrest by Cleveland police. This is Cleveland police, South Middlesbrough headquarters. They're racist, they're corrupted to the core, and literally they can come to your house because you're black minority. They can take you from your home, from the lab, bring you into this building and place you in one of the cells, which is round the back, naked, not even allow you to put your clothes on. So the argument is, even if I'm a criminal, I should be allowed to put my clothes on. But this goes on to show that this force here is a very corrupted police force and represent racism. This video is gonna go on YouTube. I'm trying to expose the corruption in this police force following the intervention along with Middlesbrough Social Services in my own private family affair. My name is Muhammad Tagasir Sharif. I've been a resident in the United Kingdom for 18 years. 11 years since I have been a British citizen. And on the day they collected me, these racists were asking me which port have I arrived in, although the subject of their investigation has nothing to do with the way I arrived. And the way I've arrived should be recorded. Let's see if anybody gonna reply. So that's custody, and that's the racist and corrupted force that I was handled with. Toward the end, when I was about to be released, obviously they don't answer. This police force have been investigated this year and have been found incapable of providing support, inadequate of providing support to the public. And they went further to be more precise and say that they're inadequate of providing support to the most vulnerable, and that's children. So I will come back when they're back on shift. Now it's obviously 6 a.m. and they're all asleep. They have crossed my path when I was completely peaceful in my house, working in my lab, and I'm now dedicating myself to expose the corruption in this police force and the racism I was exposed to. When I was told to leave naked, without a mobile phone, I was told to leave from the back door, and I walked up to here, and I came here, being a man, 36 years old. I was in tears due to the humiliation I was put through. And I stood here, and a young lady parked her car, that's my car there, parked her car, and she approached the entrance, and she had tears in her eyes. Now, prior to that, I was told to leave because my wife Zaina will come and collect me. I explained to the officers at the reception, so the custody reception, that I do not have a wife called Zaina. They insisted that I have a wife called Zaina, and they would burst laughing. When I repeated that I do not have a wife called Zaina, they laughed again and again. So I was standing in the middle of 13 officers, 7 officers, 8 officers. They all laughing hysterically because I replied by saying I do not have a wife called Zaina. Now the young Asian woman who showed up here after she parked and she showed up here, I asked her because she was in tears, she was crying. I asked her, "What's your name, sister?" And she said, "My name is Zaina." At that point, I told her and I said, "I know what's going on. These corrupted officers have contacted you after, have told me that my wife Zaina will come and collect me." I explained to them I do not have a wife called Zaina. They insisted and they laughed. So now basically what is going to happen is that, well, it turned out that Zaina has a husband, and his name is Hanif, and Hanif was in custody at the same time when I was brought into custody. My surname is Sharif. These corrupted officers who are inadequate of doing planning, the basic planning, could not tell the difference between Hanif and Sharif, and forced this poor woman at 8 at night, 9 at night, to come here, hoping that she would be able to take her husband. And it was obviously a false call. So you could imagine. Beside the other stuff that I was exposed to in terms of violence in my house at 8 o'clock in the morning, PC LOMAS 2602 is the corrupted police officer who did not hesitate to escalate the matter because I am part of a black minority. So here is my face. My name is Muhammad Sharif. As I said, I'm a 36 years old man. I'm a professional, and I've been living in the United Kingdom for 18 years. Have never been in contact with the police because I've done anything wrong. I have been in contact with the police in the past, in Peckham, after falsely being accused, and it was the same case. The officer did not hesitate to escalate. So here I am 18 years after, and I'm trying to expose these ones here because I've grown up to know my rights, and I've grew up to know that that what they've done was completely criminal. Now, the fact that they wear a uniform with the Queen, whatever on it, does not give them, does not make what they do right. You know, corruption is corruption. What's ugly is ugly. So this police force here is a corrupted police force. This police force here has been investigated this year in June and has been found inadequate of providing support to the public. So I'm here calling out the free people of the United Kingdom of England to stand for this tyranny, to face this ugly face of England, this racist face of England. This video is gonna go on YouTube, and I hope it finds acceptance. Right, that's for me now. I will return in an hour or 2 hours when the place is a bit busier to expose these corrupted officers. And I was hoping that I will see them going into their offices, and I'll make sure that they know my case and how I was treated by the fellow colleagues in this department here. As I said, I am not a criminal, and I will do whatever I can to expose these criminals.